check a couple of things. Staff numbers, what are you sitting at now? Because you said before there were around 260 staff across Australia, Philippines, India and Malaysia.
Yep, it's about the same.
And still around 35 full-time?
Yeah, it's probably 36 now, but...
Okay. You clearly wrote this because you're like, at the time of writing, I've been it down to for 110 million seconds. Yep. Okay, so just jumping in, we just basically want a bit of a backstory and just to get your viewpoint on a few aspects of the team, just so we can sort of incorporate those into this piece and any other pieces that we do. So let's just start with your role and how did you end up doing what you're doing? Either through before Downer or inside Downer, like start wherever you like.
Yeah, sure. I guess I've left uni. So started off in the now defunct OneTel. And then from there moved into working at Optus and Singtel for, I remember how long, 12 plus odd years. So I've started off my career in kind of application support and development, looking at customer relationship management systems as well as a little bit of middleware and integration systems. And then really moved into looking at kind of service management probably 10 plus years ago, I guess, when it was sort of first in vogue, the whole kind of iTool V2.
Mm-hmm.
And then really just gone through a number of roles from earlier in my career, everything from being a sort of service delivery manager, being on call 24/7, running major incidents, through into kind of smaller leadership roles where managing maybe a small team of sort of 5 to 6 people, through to, I guess, more recent roles where I've been managing bigger, more diverse teams that sort of expanded a number of areas, so not just kind of service delivery, but also looking at things like application management, infrastructure management of data centers, end-user computing, those types of things.
So did you start off your career, you said you went to uni, hey?
Yeah, correct.
What did you do at uni? Like, was it always going to be IT? Was that your sort of interest and sort of focus from the start?
Not really. If I had my time again, I probably would have been a pilot.
Right.
But, Bachelor of Information Technology.
Okay. So what 3 words would you use to describe your role now? You can use nice words or angry words.
I can use nice or angry words. It's a really good question. So it's customer focused. Financially responsible, I guess. And delivery focused.
Okay, and genuinely, what 3 words would you use to describe your role?
Fighting.
Yeah.
Cleaning. And, collaborator.
Okay, cool, awesome. How would you describe your management style? Or how would your team describe it?
They'd probably describe me as collaborative.
What does that mean? I mean, obviously I know what collaborative means, but how do you interpret that how does that manifest itself? How does that show up?
So I'm generally not super directive, so I'll give them details on kind of what my high-level expectations are. Although it's something I've had to learn, because I really want to get involved in everything, I'll generally just let them kind of navigate the way they would like to work, because 99 times out of 100, we all get to the same end result. It's just the path we take might be different. And I guess another thing of collaboration is just making sure we kind of have the collective views from the team. So funnily enough, between me, Adrian, Dennis and Mark, I've got one of every disc profile, which makes for a interesting team dynamic. So everyone sort of comes at stuff from a different angle. I don't profess to know everything, which is why I like obviously working with my team as well as my wider team to get different perspectives on the same issue. That being said, I am pretty unforgiving, so I don't mind telling people once and then twice, but when you got to tell someone a third time, I do find it difficult not to get frustrated by the situation. I'd say that they'd feel that I'm pretty demanding, not just of them, but also of our strategic suppliers.
What do you like most about your role?
I think that the diversity in tasks, so it can be chaotic at times, but if you kind of learn to relish that, sort of roll with the punches, there's always something new that's happening. I mean, everywhere through integrating new companies, looking at new operating models, working with suppliers, all the way through to just learning new stuff about the business that, it sort of doesn't go by a week where you'll learn something else that Downer actually does that you you didn't know previously. So it's a very interesting business. I think IT's got a lot of room for maturing. I'd also like being part of, I guess, the new IT team. So I think we've got a good, diverse set of skills and capabilities. And I think Pete coming on board's really driven us forward in terms of engagement into the business and really lifting, I guess, IT's reputation, which when I first joined, it probably wasn't more where it is today.
Yeah. What does a typical day look like for you? In a nutshell, high level.
I arrive to work about 6:45 in the morning. Generally try and tick off a few high priority items before I get stuck into email. And then in a lot of cases, at least recently, I'm generally in meetings between, say, 9 and 5.
Cool.
And then in between 5 and 6, I generally use the time to sort of tidy up any important tasks, such as approving statements of work, PO approvals. I generally dedicate at least sort of 10 to 15 minutes just sort of thinking about what I need to do the next day.
Okay.
But within that day, it could be everything from workshops for spotless integration, vendor governance meetings, project steercos, through to helping out with major incidents, one-on-ones. Yeah, so it's quite diverse, I guess.
Thinking about plan, build and run, and you guys are run, so how do you